Say hello to Savathun, because this witch has wild plans for Destiny 2. Season of the Lost and the Witch Queen expansion have been kept tightly under wraps. But that all changed thanks to Bungie's new Destiny 2 showcase. The company showed off gameplay and information for the upcoming content, as well as when we can expect to get our hands on it. Here's everything we learned about the Witch Queen and Season of the Lost. One of the biggest reveals from the Destiny 2 showcase was the new Witch Queen expansion trailer, where we got a first look at the Hive god Savathun. The expansion will take place on her throne, which she has created in her own image. The regal palace of the throne world rises out of a swampy mire. After the death of her brother, Savathun went into hiding in her throne world and harnessed the power of light to create an army, a league of evil Hive guardians, complete with their own Hive ghost. Bungie also announced the expansion that would come after Lightfall, the expansion slated for after the Witch Queen, dubbed the Final Shape. This next expansion will be the last in the Light vs. Dark saga of Destiny 2, according to the developers. However, this won't be the end of Destiny 2's story, with more expansions and content expected afterwards. Bungie also showed off a number of new weapons coming to Destiny 2 when the Witch Queen releases. The glaive is the most unique among them, and not just because it's a melee weapon. Unlike the other melee weapons, the glaive is wielded in first person. In addition to stacking combos, the glaive also has a mid-range energy burst attack. Unlike every other weapon in the game, it doesn't show up as loot and can't be found in chest. Instead, it's crafted. Yes, crafting is coming to Destiny 2. Developers during the showcase said that crafting will be heavily tied to combat progression. The more players use a crafted weapon, the more powerful it will become over time. All Throne World weapons, new raid weapons, and season weapons will be fully craftable at the Witch Queen's launch. If Destiny 2's combat hasn't had you sweating in a while, then you're in luck. Bungie is adding a legendary difficulty mode to the game when the Witch Queen comes out. Enemies in this mode will deal more damage, and respawning will be heavily restricted. The difficulty will also scale depending on the number of people in your fire team. Of course, with great risk comes great rewards, and players can expect better loot while in legendary mode. Season of the Lost officially kicked off today and will run until February 22nd, 2022. The season is serving as a prelude to the Witch Queen, and focuses on the awoken Queen Mara returning to the Dreaming City. Guardians will use the Wayfinder's compass to aid them as they search for Mara's lost covenant of witches across the Ascendant Plane. Season of the Lost will feature a new exotic quest, AGER'S SCEPTER, along with a plethora of new stasis weapons. There's also some substantial quality of life updates that have been added this new season. First, Bungie has teamed up with BattlEye to give Destiny 2 a robust anti-cheat system. Crossplay has also been added, allowing players from across devices to create fire teams, as well as for solo queue players to automatically fill their teams with players from any platform. The reward system for Trials of Osiris has also been tweaked slightly. Instead of granting prizes for winning entire games, Trials will now reward players for winning individual rounds. Players still need to complete the full game to receive these rewards, but the loot pool should be easier to take a slice of now. Bungie is celebrating its 30th anniversary, and the development team is bringing the party to Destiny 2. Starting later this year, an anniversary event will be hosted in the game that is free for all players. A new 6-person player match activity, called Dares of Eternity, will be added during the event. There will also be a 30th anniversary pack that will include a 3-person treasure-themed dungeon. The pack also includes the infamous Galahorn, which is making its debut in Destiny 2 when the pack releases in December. Bungie also teased that another classic dungeon from Destiny 1 is being remastered and will be free to all players. The deluxe edition of the Witch Queen will also include 2 new dungeons spread over 2022 for players to explore. In total, that means there will be a new dungeon experience every 3 months in 2022. There will also be a new legacy rotation system, where raids and other content, both old and new, will be cycled on a weekly basis for players to explore. Players won't have to wait long to jump into the Witch Queen. Bungie is releasing the latest expansion on February 22nd, 2022. This date coincided with the end of the Season of the Lost, giving players a solid chunk of time to check out all this season has to offer.